So I just washed my hair and this is how they look. I haven't combed them properly. So you want long hair. You want them strong and shiny. I'll just turn around so you can have a look. Hi, I'm Rakesh. In this one video, I'm going to share everything about long hair, things to do to take care of it, why I grew my hair, what product I use, and no, the product is not available in market. I have to make it myself. How long hair affects your career, your college, your interviews and jobs. Some pros and cons, like what are the advantages and disadvantages of having long hair for a guy. Every tips and tricks I know about taking care of your hair, which you can also apply no matter what kind of hair you have, thin, thick, small, large, lengthy. I will mention different sections throughout the video. You can jump on any timestamp. I will advise to watch entire video because there are some things I'll just remember randomly while doing stuff. Let's start with the first thing, my homemade shampoo. That's the only one product I have used, and this is how much I have grew my hair in 1 year. So let's start with homemade shampoo. Welcome to the kitchen. To make the homemade shampoo, these are the things you need. I have mentioned them in description. You can find it there. And if you can't find all these items in your nearby shops, you can directly message me and I can directly send you the product. Hibuscus petals. Khus root, also known as vetiver, is used to clean the water to settle the impurities in water. Shikakai. Without this, shampoo cannot be made. Then Awaram flower. Luckily, I found it. Then comes Magilam flower, also known as Spanish cherry flower. This is Moong. We don't need this much. This much is enough. And same amount of rice. Moong, rice and methi in equal proportion. Rose petals, dried. Dried orange peels. This orange peel is from shop and this orange peel I did at home. You can just sun dry them. I am using both since I have it. Few pieces of Arjuna bark. Soap nuts, also known as Rita. This is what makes the foam. The last thing is white turmeric. It's not as same as yellow turmeric. Time to grind. Now take a blender and start putting everything in it. Take all the items and put it in a blender. Grind it as fine as possible. If you can't do it, then give it to a flour mill guy until it becomes this. And a note I forgot to tell, while blending, make sure to remove the seeds of the soap nuts or else it can break your blender's blade. I broke one blender blade. Just came back from the gym. Since my hairs are all sweaty and sticky, I have to wash it. So I will show how to use this. Take a container in which you can heat something. Take 4 spoons of this powder which we made. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep this aside. I'll just store it somewhere. Then take 1 cup of water, pour in it. Take a whisk to avoid any lumps. Now we just have to put it on gas for 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, it's getting boiled. I'll enjoy papaya, which is also good for skin and hair. Really sweet. If it starts getting thick, add more water. Occasionally stir it so it won't burn from bottom. You can see it's already forming soap. It's ready. It looks like a little volcano. I'll zoom and show. Now that it's boiled and cooled down, now we have to filter it. To filter it, you can use this, or this. I will probably use the 2 large ones. You can use anything, or just a cloth is also fine. If you don't have any of this, just put a cloth around a vessel and pour the shampoo on it. Actually, I should take something deeper so I can just keep this thing on it. Too small, it's touching the bottom. Let me find something else. This is not deep enough still, but this is better than the previous stuff. Now, here is our shampoo. I'm just going to pour over it. Oh, it's dripping. Forming. That's our shampoo. Ta-da! Done. The shampoo is ready. Now I will take it in a bottle and pour the shampoo carefully in it. Let's not waste. Oof. Every last drop. I actually thought I'll make enough just for a week, like this much, but this much I can use for a month. It's not the same way how we use our normal shampoo. I'll show it how. Because yesterday I went to work out and I sweated, so today I have to wash my hair. Okay, let's take a different angle. I don't want to make a mess in kitchen. In patela there is like the remaining. Take it in your hand like this and start applying on your scalp. You can even do in shower. So apply everywhere, cleaning it properly. Back of the head is the most important part. So I took a little more and applied it everywhere. Now that I have massaged it really good, I will leave it over for next 20 to 30 minutes. Even 10-15 minutes is fine. This is how my hair looks before applying shampoo. Now I just have to go in shower and wash it. You might be having hard water, soft water, salty water. The items which we used, even though if you have bad water, this stuff will help. But there is one precaution you can do, which is not that expensive. You can use a filter like this. Now I literally removed this from my shower. I will mention link in the description. If your TDS is 1000, this will only help to reduce it by 100 or 200, but it's better than nothing. It's not the perfect solution, but it helps a little. We have to store it in fridge. I'll keep it in fridge. Whenever I want, I can take a little in my hand. See you after washing. I just washed my hair and this is how they look. I haven't combed them properly, but they are extremely silky, wavy, and shiny. I'll just turn around so you can have a look. Here are the hair care tips if you want to grow long hair or if you want to reduce hair fall or just for the good strength. Your boy, girl, it doesn't matter, just follow these tips. Keep it loose. Don't always tie them. If you are at home, keep them loose as much as possible. I'll come to this later, but the more you tie your hair, the more you wear hair bands, like putting stress on your hair. Do not comb too much. Do it once in a day, enough. If it gets messy, it's still good. Biotin rich food. There are like very affordable ways to get good biotin. You don't have to take the capsules, or you can go for biotin through egg. And if you can't take egg, then take badam, dry fruits, and green leafy vegetables. About 95% of the products. The products are like cleaners. They are not like hair care products. They clean your scalp and it damages your hair. Morning sunlight. You get vitamin D in morning sunlight. Right when you wake up, go out, take some vitamin D. Eat well. What you eat reaches your hair more easily than what you apply externally. Eat good food and it will reflect well on your hair. Stop using any other oil, switch to coconut oil. Spring rubber. Yeah, I said like the first point was keep it loose. Instead of using normal hair bands and rubbers, use this kind of rubbers. This. It's like it doesn't put much stress. Even my mom, who has using hair bands for at least more than or for her entire life, I asked her once to wear this and tell me how it feels, and she was completely shocked. This actually is very comfortable. And another thing is, if you feel like you want to cut your hair now, just wash it once, because after washing they look good, they feel good, they are silky. It happens to me every week. Hair wash time. Now, when to wash your hair? It depends upon your entire daily routine. And the best way to know if your hair are extremely bad and you should wash is, if you have fingers and nails, just put it in, scratch it a little, and check if there's like dirt or black stuff or a little dirt coming from your scalp. Then you know like your head is bad, it feels itchy, you should wash it. But it shouldn't go to that state. It's like extreme last level. Avoid extreme hot water, it will burn your scalp, make your hair dead. Cold water best. Avoid pollution. Angle change. Cover hair while traveling. In case if you're traveling through metro, flight, or from AC in car, then no need. But if you are going on bike, you are going on trek, you are going on cycle, then you need to cover it. So if you sweat and they are open, the dust will come and sit on your hair. Wear correct size of helmet. If you are using wrong size of your helmet, it just sits on your head. Like this top part, it gets completely flat. The side part, it's not carrying the helmet weight. So that's why you need to have a helmet which is snug fit, which will be fitting entirely. Tight is good, but loose is worst. Change pillow covers. Switch the cover as many times as possible. It also avoids to get pimples because you sweat sometimes. Sleep well. Sleep a lot. Like I will say, don't just sleep for 8 or 7 hours. The better you sleep, the more blood goes to your head, because that's the only time when you're lying down, heart is pushing blood everywhere evenly. Oh my god, my cat is jumping out of the gate. These are the hair care tips. That's why I have like good hair. I'm not saying like I have perfect hair, but I'm not using any products. I'm not spending more money. I'm just eating well, sleeping well, and keeping it in good condition. Then comes the pros and cons somewhere else. Now the pros and cons of the long hair. First is you get a lot of attention. People who appreciate long hair, they do ask you like how long you are growing it, how long it took, which shampoo you are using and all that stuff. Con is like you have to take a lot of care. Dedicatively separate some time to do some of the stuff like washing hair, tying hair, combing hair, at least half hour or 45 minutes daily. But if you like take bits and pieces throughout the day, then you have to put lot of time to just take care of your hair. Another pro is you can do lot of hairstyle. Hairstyle number one, just free hair. It looks good. Then is behind the ears. I rarely keep this hairstyle. The one which I prefer a lot. Like if I tie my hair backside like this, done. Comfortable. I can move, I can wear helmet, I can wear bandana, I can do anything. Just remove few strands of hair from here and keep it like this. It looks really good. So yeah, people like this. This looks good, but it's irritating. So I do this. One another con is sometimes if you have extremely lengthy hair and you're eating food, while spoon, if you take it, you will be like chewing hair and you'll be like, oh, there's a hair. And sometimes it will be from your head and you'll be swallowing it and you'll feel a pull here. It's weird. It rarely happens. It had happened to me at least 4 or 5 times in throughout my experience. When I go on treks or trips, I don't want my hair to fall on my neck. So in that situation, I'll just tie them extremely up. Right now, I don't have extremely lengthy hair. If I had more length, if you have pointy beard, and if you look from side, it looks really good like this and this in same angle. It's a line. I can't wear helmet when I'm doing this, but it looks damn good. And girls like this hairstyle a lot. And another thing is, you have to make sure to cut the neck hair very often. I haven't, so they do look bad, but fine. Then another is like, where you tie a bunch of hair on top and the rest are just flowing down. Most of the time, I'll just tie it like this. This is a bandana. This can be worn in many ways, but what I like to do is sometimes if I don't want to wear the hairband, I'll just use this, take it down, remove my hair, and like this. I'll just wrap it and tuck it inside. And done. It's like almost I don't have hair. When I'm doing skipping, cycling, running, jumping, I have this. I will still sweat inside. I always wear this inside helmet, and when I remove helmet, it feels extremely good to do this. I don't care if anybody is watching me or not. I feel really good when I do this. There is not just one hairstyle that you cut, that's your character. No, you can do lot of hairstyles. I just realized my phone died while shooting and I didn't check it for really 2 days. So 2 days later, I'm continuing with the pros and cons. Another con is your hands will hurt. Like by the time you're trying different hairstyles, your hands will start to hurt, but your shoulders will grow. And trust me, you will have good shoulders if you have long hair. You should have muscle. That's another con. Like you should have lot of muscle. You will look like a girl from behind if you are thin. That's another con. Another pro I can tell is girls do like long hair a lot. Obviously, it catches a lot of attention if you're going for it. There are more cons than the pros. It's like mostly useless. Also, you can say maybe that's the reason why army asks the soldiers to trim it. It's like a distraction. It doesn't serve as any function. But if you are someone who is like works in the field of content creation, or someone who is in acting or theater related or in modeling, then yeah, obviously they need to keep their hair long. It's not like everyone is, what, Luca wants to come in the video every day. Luca wants to come in the video. Let's see, he's purring. Listen. Okay, go. Not everyone can be extremely disciplined and keep the Peaky Blinders hairstyle. Obviously, they have their own purpose. Another con is you have to have beard. Yeah, you can't have long hair and keep clean, perfect, clean shaved face. It will look really bad. Another con I forgot to mention is it gets very hot when your hairs are down. You start sweating and it feels very, very uncomfortable. Not just long hair, even if you have long beard, it gets hotter on the neck. Why the long hair? I remember back in school, like the movie came Doom, and I think so a lot of people were influenced by it. Not just me, a lot. John Abraham riding a bike, sports bike, and on top of that long hair, removing the helmet. That might be the, like the peak of the influence by which I thought, like, I also decided, like, when I grow up, when I go to college, I want to have long hair and I will have a bike and all that stuff. Throughout my school age, I was constantly keeping them long. Teachers will scold me, they will cut my hair, they will call my parents. I remember in 9th and 10th in Kolhapur, the teachers actually hired a barber to come to school and they shaved our head. Then after that, during diploma also it happened. I went to ask for a project. It was a good tech project. Instead of talking about the project, the principal started talking about my long hair and asked me to go and cut my hair. Ruka, get down. Chill, 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 chill. And it doesn't end right till school or college. During engineering, like teachers will tell me, like, you have to cut your hair or else you won't get accepted in job interviews. And they were not right, but they were not exactly wrong. I gave 7 or 8 interviews throughout my diploma, throughout my engineering. Once I went to an interview for Awaram Hotel. It was a really good HVAC related. For group discussion, the guy who was hiring, he didn't even pay attention. He just asked me, like, is it religious? Like, why you have your long hair? He thought I'm Punjabi or it's some religious thing. I said, no, I just like it. That's why I keep it. And he did something on the paper, and that's it. I didn't clear the round, and that's the only question he asked me. There is another company, it's in Chakan. I went to the job interview. They asked me a bunch of questions. They liked everything. He even asked me about long hair. See, you have to work on the floor, so we have some rules. You will have to tie your hair or wear something. He also asked me, like, even the female employees which we have, they are also asked to tie their hair and wear a net on top. What do you say? It's a factory floor area. There you have to pay attention, something is happening, and it was a risk or something. But at least he accepted and he asked me. He even said, if you cut your hair, it will also be good, but if you are willing to keep your hair long, that's also fine. So there is a yes, there is a no. And for the Amazon interview, they didn't even care. I had a good report on I had a really good resume. The amount of experience what I did throughout the college, it was good. So they didn't even care about my long hair. And also, I remember an interview which I cleared for my internship. That guy also didn't care about hairs. I think so. Now people have changed. Yeah, that was my experience during job interviews. In college, yeah, people will tease me. In school, no. But during college, yeah, people will tease you a lot. But it was not ragging or anything. It is mild. And I will also, like, let them make fun. If I be very strong and aggressive, like, you can't say this is my right, I can do anything. I never did that. I was like, fine, the guy made a joke, it's funny, I also laugh about it. Even when I in college, if I go to toilet and if I'm standing in the the toilet booth or something, I'll make sure that I won't be directly behind the door. So if somebody is coming, they shouldn't think like a girl is standing there. And because it happened a lot, like somebody will come in, they will think, oh no, it's girls. They will go out and they'll think like, what, girls are standing up and doing this. Then they will come in, they will talk. Some close friends will pull your hair, that's also fine. Some relatives will also make fun of it. But you have to be determined, like, what you want. My goal was to keep my hair long, reach the goal, and then fine, just see how it feels to have a good hair, long hair. How do I look when I have long hair? That was my goal. Kitty is waiting here, enjoying the nature. How were my parents supportive about it? I'll tell you an incident actually. My mom, when she was like young, she was like in her 20s, she got, offered to pose for a shampoo commercial. Shampoo commercial or a hair oil brand. Obviously, she didn't do it because she had a lot of work. She worked as a editor in a publishing company, and she had extremely long hair till her waist. Obviously, my mom also liked that I was keeping my hair long. And there's also one side, like, my mom always wanted a girl, so she can tie the girl's hair, brush it, apply oil and all that stuff. And since we both are boys, my mom was like, fine, okay, long hair, keep it. And when my dad was young, and in the 80s or 70s era, I think so, people used to keep long hair. So yeah, my family is pretty supportive. They do scold me sometimes. They do threaten me, like, if you don't do it, I'll cut your hair in sleep and all that. So there you go. I've literally told all the tips and tricks which I know to keep hair smooth, soft, silky, healthy. Home remedy to take care of it. If you guys like the video, do like it, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Instagram. You can ask me anything you want. Some items which I use are difficult to find, but in case you can't find it, just message me and I will try to help you with that. Thank you for watching and have a good hair day. My fridge just stopped working. Watch how I deal with it in this video.